seen this, but another couple of schools closed down due to problems with garbage pickup and uncooperative bus drivers. These estimates show the cost to ELQ, Jackson, the project in dollars, and PR. Just out of curiosity, how much longer are you planning to keep the union out?
When only the dock workers were going out, I thought it would take months. But now I'm not so sure ELQ and Jax can hold out another 2 weeks.
Well, I, for one, will be glad when all of this is over, because between the strike and Tony's trial, it's making it very difficult for you to keep a low profile.
How much longer do you think that will go?
The trial? Oh, 3-4 days. Tony's only real chance, other than an insanity plea, was to show that he had a reasonable fear for Michael's safety because you and Carly were dangerous to him. Well, your testimony yesterday blew that theory out of the water.
It was your idea to ask me about Michael.
How do you know that?
I saw you give a note to Taggart to give to Dara.
Well, that's how slick I am. Unfortunately, so did Mac.
What, is it illegal to help the prosecution?
Let's just say it's questionable. But in this case, it's also very necessary. The judge needed to hear how you feel about your son. Alexis Davis did an excellent job of putting you on trial instead of Tony, and it almost worked. But fortunately, you're a very good father. And Alexis is out of options. Tony is going away for a long time. He's going to pay. You call me if you hear anything about the strike.
Thanks.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, grab that.
Won't Michael love this?
Yeah, but isn't he too young for sugar-free snickerdoodles?
Yeah, of course he is, but Lucas isn't.
Lucas.
Bobby called. She wants to bring Lucas over for a visit with Michael. What? What's wrong? You think I'm silly, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm going a little overboard, but you know what? I can't help it. And I really don't care. I mean, when Bobby came over and suggested this whole thing, I was so happy. And I couldn't believe it when she actually called me to set up a time. Aren't you just a little bit happy for me?
You've told me a lot of times you don't want anything from Bobby.
I know. But maybe we can get along, and if we can, you'd like that for Michael, wouldn't you?
Sure.
I would too. I think Michael needs a family, Jason, more than just you and me, you know, and the Quartermains are definitely out, so that leaves Bobby. I mean...
Yo.
Miss Roberts has visitors.
Hi.
Thank you.
Come on in. How are you?
Hi, Jason.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Lucas. Well, I gotta take off. Nice to see you.
So, hi, Lucas. How you doing? Gosh, it's been a long time since I've seen you. Getting big. So, do you still like snickerdoodles? They're the sugar-free kind.
How about just juice?
Okay, apple, orange, or grape?
Apple, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
So Lucas, you want to see my little boy, Michael?
I guess so.
Well, he's upstairs and he's sleeping right now, but I was thinking, you know, we could go up and just peek in on him. Come on, I'll take you.
Will you come with me?
Sure, honey.
Can I show Michael my whistle when he wakes up?
Absolutely. Wow, that's great. Where'd you get that?
Captain Pete's. That's where we were before this. I wanted to go to the zoo, but we had to come here instead.
Well, you know, listen, why don't you two go ahead on up, and I'm just going to put these snacks in the kitchen, and then I'll be right there. Lucas, why aren't you in school today?
Garbage.
Sorry I'm late. I got tied up on the phone.
It's okay. I hear the Quartermains are calling a press conference.
We won. They're going to give the unions everything they want, which means you get everything you want.
But why? What changed?
From what I understand, the biggest shipping magnate threatened to pull out of the harbor if this nonsense didn't end immediately.
Wentworth Shipping? Wait, something's not right. Wentworth couldn't make a move like this without word filtering to the guys who work the shipment.
Jason, does it matter?
It might.
Well, what are you gonna do?
There's got to be a new player. Someone who's got a lot of influence. I'm gonna find out who it is and what they want.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and thank you all very much for coming on such short notice. I am very pleased to announce that we have reason to celebrate. After a very tough negotiation, we have reached a settlement that will benefit everyone involved. The strike is over, and the docks project will proceed as planned, which means that everyone has a very bright future to look forward to.
Looks like you didn't need my help with Jason after all.
Didn't need your help with Wentworth Shipping either.
Come on. Let Jason have his little piece of the docks. It doesn't matter. Trust me.
We'll have the last laugh. Yeah, one way or the other.
Hey. Am I interrupted?
No, it's all right. Come in. No, the airwaves are clear at the moment. Congratulations. I hear the strike's over.
Thank you.
Unions got what they wanted. You got what you wanted. Everybody's happy?
I hope it didn't cause you too much hassle.
Hell no, man. I'm the only guy in the neighborhood who got my garbage picked up regularly, thanks to you. You didn't come here to talk trash. What's up?
Benny told me something you should know. Some of the guys on the waterfront have seen Lucky on Helena Cassadine's yacht.
Yeah, I know that.
You already know.
Yeah, I know that. What do you think I'm doing here? Listening to books on tape? I'm monitoring my son's education. Thank you for not asking why he's hanging with the enemy.
None of my business. But if there's anything I can do, just let me know.
As a matter of fact, there is, Jason. Can you put a couple of guys on him? Just have Lucky watched every time he leaves Helena's yacht. He's not living at home. He was at Bobby's, for a while, but that didn't work out. And now I don't know where he's sleeping.
Consider it done.
Thank you.
Let me ask you this. Is Helena as protective of the Cassadine kid as Stefan is? I mean, if he had a friend that she didn't like or thought she could use somehow...
That friend could very well end up floating face down in the river. Why do you ask?
I was at the hospital the other day, and Nicholas was outside Robin's room.
That's not good. Give Robin a crash course in Cassadine family history, man. Hang on a second. Yeah. What? What? No. Claude, just hang on. Tell the Spud I'll be right out. Hey, have a seat. I'll be right with you, man. How does the world keep lurching forward when all these idiots are walking backwards?
Something wrong?
Oh, this supplier, well, it's not him, it's the delivery man. The delivery man shows up, he tells me I gotta pay him more money than we agreed to on the phone. I tell him to spin on it. He tells me the supplier is gonna have to come here and talk to me personally. And I'll tell you, that's not a good idea, because I ain't in a good mood and I'm in no mood for crap. Where were we? Let's see, Cassadines, yes. What about him? Robin, Nicholas sniffing around Robin?
Yeah, well, he was there in her hospital room. Look, all I care about is that Robin is safe. If she's in any danger from the Cassadines, I need to know.
All right. Jason, let me tell you something. No exceptions here. The Cassadines are a school of sharks. Some of them are obvious, like Helena. You can see that fin breaking water for about half a mile, and some of them look like little fuzzy guppies, like Nicholas. But his bite is as lethal as hers. And anytime there's Cassadines in the water, you watch your back, no exceptions.
Got it.
Speaking of watching backs, I got a little of that to do myself. Are you going to hang out here and look at the accountant's work? Make sure neither of them got too creative?
You bet.
Okay, man. Oh, listen, and if that supplier shows out, that dimwit, would you do me a favor and make it very clear to him that it would be best for him if he got in his little car, went back where he came from, and looked for another sucker to try and suck the life out of?
Not a problem.
Hey, I figured that would work.
All right.
All right, man, I'll see you later. Okay.
So, how's my godson?
Michael's doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been meaning to come by and see him. And you, but when I called, your housekeeper said you'd gone to Florida. And now, of course, you got the trial.
Yeah, not for much longer. Justice thinks it'll be over in a couple days.
Yeah, but you can't wait to get Tony behind bars.
If it happens.
You know, I read about Robin's testimony. It looks like it did a lot of damage for the prosecution's case.
Yeah, she thinks Dr. Jones should be sent to a mental hospital to get help so he can be released to be a doctor again.
Yeah, did she warn you before she got on the stand?
Mike, I think she tried. Look, Robin has a right to do what she wants. But it used to be when she'd tell me something, I would understand. Or maybe I just trusted that if she thought it was right, it must be. She can't make me understand anymore. I want to, she tries, it doesn't work out.
Look, a man kidnapped your son and almost killed your girlfriend. I mean, you have every right to want to see him pay. But honestly, I just can't understand Robin's point of view. I mean, if it were me, I'd be furious.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get mad at Robin over something Dr. Jones did.
Well, what if she gets him released?
Then he'll go free. But in the end, it's not going to matter much.
You know, just be careful, man, because if anything happens to Tony, you're the first guy the cops are going to come looking for.
Nothing?
And it's more important for Michael to have his father around than for his kidnapper to be punished.
Nothing I do will get me separated from Michael.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Listen, I got a bar waiting that's low on scotch.
Okay, look, after the trial, maybe me and Michael will come by and see you.
You mean you bring your infant son to a beat-up old gin mill?
Sure, as long as he's there to visit his godfather. It's okay, right?
Yeah. Sounds reasonable to me.
Okay.
Take care.
Hey. The books look good. Had a meeting with your supplier. He won't be giving you any more trouble.
Thanks. The weasel.
That he is. Did you find out what you need to know?
Not yet, but the evening is still young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, good luck. I'll keep my guys on the lookout for Lucky.
I owe you, Jason.
Have a good night.
See you later.